What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, so back here again for another video, and today we got a video uploaded by Cosmic Wonder. This one is called Spider-Man No Way Home, Tobey and Andrew leak. Spider-Man versus Spider-Man scene? Spider-Man versus Spider-Man? Is it Tobey versus Andrew? If so, I got my money. My money, to be honest, I think Tobey is like, just based off feats, I think Tobey is actually the strongest, or appears to be the strongest, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen a video titled like which one is the strongest Spider-Man. I watched it like a while back, and like I think based on feats, Tobey is technically considered, I think in most essence, like the strongest Spider-Man. He's given us the most feats. But anyways, yeah. And I also heard about there's an apparent leak or something with Andrew Garfield, you know what I'm saying? Something about a leak, potentially marketing some of his, I don't know, something in correlation to Spider-Man No Way Home marketing. He's been tied in, I don't know. Anyways, we gonna get into it. Let's see what Warren has to say. Before we get into it, y'all gotta let me know down below in the comments, man, how was your day? Hopefully it was pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Mine was pretty good. We just watched the Eternals featurette. I'm feeling really good. Let's get it, man.
How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back
What's
to
up, man?
Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and, of course, everything relating to the MCU. And today, we have some rather interesting leaks that I personally really hope are true. And they are coming from an insider that has gotten things right about Spider-Man No Way Home in the past. There were some leaks that came out a really long time before the first trailer came out. And in these leaks, they said a lot of things that would happen in the first trailer. The leaks were pretty much 100% accurate. The only things that haven't been proven yet could be proven down the road in a future trailer. So today I'll revisit some of what this person said, because there's a good chance that this insider does actually have information on what is going to happen, since he's already proved that he's pretty reliable when it comes to knowing about what's going to happen in the film and in the trailers. And lately we have been hearing rumors that the other two Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, will show up in the last scene of the last trailer. And this is also something that I would really love to happen, because it would give us an official confirmation, man. And if I hear anything else on that, I'll be sure to let you know.
That's a cool photo. I like that.
All things Spider-Man No Way Home, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest videos. So this leak is coming from Mysterious Man, and like I said, he got some things right in the past, so this actually might be true, what I'm about to read. And there's some good plot details in here, but really the big things to take away are about Andrew and Tobey. So one, it says Venom is not in the movie. Now, if you've seen the post-credit scene from Venom Let There Be Carnage, you may have thought that, Venom could be in the movie.
Post-credit scene, maybe,
scene
hopefully?
where Peter is getting attacked from behind, it definitely does look like that could have been Venom, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's the Lizard. We're already getting villains from The Amazing Spider-Man. It would make sense that the Lizard would come. Plus, I don't think they would just casually throw Venom into a Spider-Man film.
That's
like
a good
this
point,
randomly.
yeah.
You could argue that it's not that random, because we're getting all of the other villains as well. However, we would have zero backstory of anything that would have happened before in the past between Tom Holland's Spider-Man and
Dawn Heavy Duty Degreaser cuts grease 2 times faster from P&G Professional.
Why is his beard so, his goatee so dark?
Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock, because nothing has happened. So it would
no
be
interaction
kind of
there.
terrible to just throw him in the film and all of a sudden have him as a villain for no apparent reason whatsoever. He has no reason to really hate Spider-Man at this point. And I really hope that when we finally do see Venom versus Spider-Man, it's more of a movie just focused on the two of them versus each other. But it goes on
Venom
to eventually say that at some point in the movie, Andrew and Tobey Spider-Man fall into New York City, into Tom Holland's main universe. The press then start to report that they have seen more than one Spider-Man, and other people as well have been reporting that they've seen more than one Spider-Man as well. Now, this obviously starts to make Peter, Tom Holland's Peter, very confused, and he starts to think that maybe Mysterio is still alive, and this is some sort of an illusion that he is casting. And that makes perfect sense, considering the fact that Mysterio is the master of illusions, and he's the one that is framing Peter Parker currently. And I personally think that he is still alive. He was such a great villain. I hope they wouldn't waste him like that. And again, he's the master of illusions. He's the trickster. It definitely wouldn't be a big surprise if he's alive. And
he's like Loki, but like not quite as epic, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? The mischievous one.
Things get really, really
Trickster.
cool. If this is true, it says that when the three Spider-Man first meet each other, they'll fight each other in what this leak describes as an epic battle on their first encounter. Apparently, they are all suspicious of each other, and none of them understand what is happening. And it makes perfect sense.
Who's winning?
The other two Spider-Men have been dragged
That's what I want to know.
a completely different universe, and all of a sudden they see two other Spider-Men. The confusion is definitely going to be real. Now, I don't think either of them are going to be out to really hurt one another. Rather, I think that they're just going to be somewhat defensive. Obviously, if you jump into a new universe, you have no idea what's going on, and you're probably not going to trust anybody. But eventually, I think if you are going to trust anybody, it is going to be somebody like yourself. And maybe Tom Holland's Peter Parker is the one that's going to calm everybody down, stating that universes are colliding, and that basically they're all the same people, give or take a few different details. Now, Loki taught us that variants of characters can
have like different powers and
be very
stuff.
Different. And I kind of think that the only real big differences that we're going to see in this movie are, of course, going to be differences in appearance. Their faces obviously don't look the same, and the fact that Tobey Maguire has
organic
web shooters.
I've always really liked the organic, you know what I'm saying, rather than web shooters.
And if some of the leaks are true that we've gotten in the past, they are going to be talking about this fact, which I think is going to be just awesome. Now, the leak goes on to say that the term variant is not mentioned in the movie, but there's a scene where Tobey has a triumphal entrance and saves Tom and Andrew. And as he does this, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man theme song plays, which is something that
Dude, I don't care. Call me a Raimi fanboy, whatever you want to say. I'm such a huge fan of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Everything about him, the music, the fights, all the stuff, like, oh man, like, man, Danny Elfman, dude. It's definitely up there. It's one of my favorite movie themes of all time. One of definitely my favorite Spider-Man / superhero theme of all time. It's like, that score is just beautiful, bro. And then even the black suit theme. Oh my gosh, yo! I don't know how they're gonna do it, but if they could somehow implement that into yo, man, I'm as a Raimi fanboy, dude, I would bawl my eyes out in laughter and like not even laughter, but just like appreciation and like finally, people are recognizing his greatness. Anyways, sorry, man, I had to rant because this is, I had to rant a little bit.
He does this, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man theme song plays, which is something that I pray happens.
Oh my gosh, me too, man.
If this happens.
Me too, man.
Tobey is the oldest Spider-Man out of the three of them, and he will probably have the most experience. So the fact that they say that there's a scene where Tobey is going to save the other two kind of makes sense. And I actually hope that we get a decent amount of backstory of what's been going on with the other two Spider-Men since we last saw them. What has Tobey Maguire been up to? Does he have a daughter with MJ? What has Andrew Garfield been up to? Did he actually get with the Mary Jane in his universe? Shailene Woodley, we were supposed to get her, but we never did.
Yeah,
I really hope they dive at least a little bit into what's been going on, and I hope we get some scenes where they actually teach Tom Holland's Peter Parker some things that they've learned to Spider-Man, and then probably Tom Holland's Spider-Man could even teach them a few things.
Heck yeah.
The leak says that the interaction between them is amazing, it's fun, exciting, and epic. The three heroes make jokes among themselves, and they snoop on the villains, and everybody has a lot of fun. It's a team movie, and it's not just Tom's Spider-Man movie, which I know is something that might upset a few fans. People are hoping that Tom
get his own moment to shine.
But luckily, it sounds like Tom Holland's Spider-Man isn't really going anywhere, and that film where he goes off on his own could be when he goes off against Venom. But it continues to say Tobey and Andrew's versions are the same from the older.
Yo, I don't know how many times I've seen this image. This is not what he's talking about. But I just noticed Andrew's here, Holland's here, Maguire's here, and to the side you can actually see Miles Morales. Holy cow. I never noticed that. He uses this video, this image or whatever in like a lot of his Spider-Man related videos, but I've never noticed that Miles Morales is right here, bro. That's crazy. I know that's like random and you guys are like, what are you talking about? But nah, I never noticed that. and he's got on like the suit that he it's like his kind of get up suit, you know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't have the full black and white on. It's like the one he wore in Into the Spider-Verse when he first started out, you know what I'm saying?
Other movies, the uniforms are the same, but they are well experienced.
Yeah.
We will be shown a little bit of Tobey and Andrew's universe. Tom visits their universes using two different kinds of magical suits. And they do all talk about Uncle Ben. And this is something that I am very curious to see. I think that it's probably going to be one of the most emotional Spider-Man scenes that we've seen. I think it's probably the one thing that each of them can truly bond on, losing Uncle Ben. That and of course MJ, but Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man doesn't really have an MJ, so maybe they can't all bond on that. It does say that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man isn't that old or bearded as you'd expect him to be. However, the film will show that there has been some time in between.
I was thinking this too. I was like, I don't want look at Ned. But now I was hoping like I don't want them to make him like too old to where he's like obviously like the one who's out of practice out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like he looks the oldest, talks the oldest, but he also like kind of like he's not as young and as spry as all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? I hope they don't go with that type of situation. Of course he's older and it makes sense, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want him to be like the weaker end of the team because of him being older or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I would hate to see Tobey in that type of state. You know what I'm saying? But given from what I'm hearing here, what he's saying right now is like he's still like, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't even look all that old. So okay, it's cool, man.
However, the film will show that there has been some time in between when we last saw him and now, which hopefully that's the case because it has been some time since Spider-Man 3.
Oh yeah.
Now, like I said, this person who posted these leaks has posted some accurate leaks in the past, so hopefully there is some truth to what we just heard because I really do want to see some of these scenes pan out.
That Danny Elfman?
With a grain of salt. There's a lot of people out there who like to troll, but I do believe that when the three Spider-Man do come together, we are going to get some scenes like this. Because think about it, they are technically variants of each other. If there's one thing that Loki taught us with the TVA and the different timelines, there are multiple versions of the same character. They are just variants of each other. Some are different in big ways, some are different in small ways. And I would love for the three Spider-Men to talk about how they're different. I hope we get that organic web shooter scene. I hope they talk about MJ, and I hope they talk about Uncle Ben and Aunt May. And honestly, if when the two other Spider-Men do come into this universe and all three Spider-Men see each other, I do hope they kind of go at it a little bit because I think that would be one of the most epic scenes ever. But let me know what you think about all of this in the comments down below. Is this something you would want to see happen in the film? Let me know. Don't forget to like the video, and for live updates, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter. As always, thank you all so much for watching.
Woof, woof. All right, Warren has said it here, man. Also, speaking of I just thought about this because in that last picture, Charlie Cox is there. If you actually go to Spider-Man No Way Home, someone told me this in my comment in my other video. If you go to the Spider-Man No Way Home, look it up on Google. Look up the cast. Charlie Cox is actually one of the last names listed in the cast list, which is really interesting. Like, he wasn't there before, to my knowledge, but now he is now. So, I mean, I guess, like I said, they're acknowledging that Daredevil, or Matt Murdock is going to be in the movie. Like, I already thought he was going to be in the movie, to be honest, but you know what I'm saying? Basically, just, like, further kind of confirmation, I guess. I don't know who runs Google, whatever. Anyways, though, let's talk about this news. I already said most of what I had to say. I feel like me talking, like, made the video longer. But anyways, can't wait to see that Tobey and Andrew leak, and can't wait to see Tobey, Andrew, and Tom go at it. That'd be hilarious. But it'd also be really dope, like epic scene to see. You know what I'm saying? Them talking about Uncle Ben would be really cool. The whole web shooters organic thing. You know what I'm saying? And that'd be a really interesting topic to talk about. Uncle Ben would be dope. Mary Jane potentially as well would be interesting. And then the highlight, as you guys can tell, for me was the whole Danny Elfman playing and Tobey Maguire saving Andrew and Tom. Come on, man. I'm a Raimi fanboy. I'm sorry. Anyways, you guys let me know down below in the comments, man. What are your thoughts on this news? What are you looking forward to seeing in Spider-Man No Way Home? What are your hopes and potential theories about what could be going on in this movie? Do you hope to see Venom in this movie? Do you think he'll be in the post-credit scenes, or maybe not at all? With that being said, y'all let me know down below what you thought. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. You can also follow me on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram. Leroy said so. Same as YouTube channel. There you see some stuff to try to. That being said, peace.